Hello, second graders. Welcome to our school away from school, and here comes another one of them crazy math lessons. Listen, we're getting into a whole new unit now, Unit 9. And I just want to go over the vocabulary with you because, again, you have to know what these words mean, what they represent in math, and then it makes the problem solving a whole lot easier. On 602 of your math book, right next to it I see Chapter 9 Vocabulary. The first word there is addend. Addend. And addend are the numbers that we find in an addition problem. Everybody got that? Now, the next one, because this chapter is all about measuring lengths using metric. And believe me, metric's a lot easier than the standard measurement. You'll figure that out as we go along. But the next word is centimeter. And centimeter is a metric unit of measurement. On your ruler, we have two different scales. On one side, you see inches. On the other side, everything is in reverse on a camera. It makes me crazy. This side, you see many more numbers, but those are centimeters. So you can pretty much tell just by looking at the fact that there are more centimeter numbers than there are inch numbers that centimeter is a smaller unit of measurement than the inch. As a matter of fact, it takes about 2 1/2 centimeters to equal about an inch. But we don't want to keep talking about inches because you only got to think about metric now. So you got to kind of put your mind away from those standard units of measure and just think metric. Centimeter is a small unit of metric measurement that we typically use to measure things. Compare. Well, it's simple. You compare. Is this eraser wider than my marker? We're comparing it. Yeah, of course it is. It's wider than this. It's just a comparison. You compare two things. It's either longer, shorter, taller, heavier, lighter. These are things that we compare all the time. Difference. Anytime you see that word difference in a word problem, it's giving you the biggest clue ever that it's a subtraction. It's the difference between two numbers. Subtraction. Digit, we all know what the digits are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Those are digits. Estimate. There's a reason why we learn to estimate. And that reason is because in estimating, it gives us a pretty good idea of what the final answer is going to be. You'll have to forgive me a second. There was someone at the building, and I am just checking to see who may be out there. Anyhow, you estimate things all the time. You have a $20 bill at the restaurant, and you want to estimate how much your tip's going to be. So your tip's 15%. So you know 10% of $20 is $2. So you know it's going to be a little more than $2. You use that all the time to estimate what something is going to total up to. A meter. Now remember, we said centimeter. There's our centimeter. Now, in order to draw a meter is 100 of those centimeters. So a centimeter is a small unit of measure in the metric system. The meter is a much greater unit of measurement in the metric system. And it takes 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter. Finally, sum. Sum is the answer that you get, and it's the clue that you see in word problems that what you need to do with those numbers is add them together. Difference, you subtract. Sum, you add. That's our lesson for today. Spend some time. Look at those vocabulary words and take a look as you work your way into this unit. Hopefully you all have a ruler at home that is broken into increments of measurement in the metric system. In other words, a ruler that has centimeters on it. See how much smaller the centimeter is than an inch? Because when you start measuring these things, you'll be putting your ruler down on the object, 0 again on the left side, read how many centimeters, and don't be surprised if it comes out to be like a half a centimeter. But that's your job. Take a look at that. Start thinking in terms of metric. It's not all that tough, kids. I think you'll do just fine. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay out of trouble, especially be kind to one another. We'll get back to you again soon.